Let's bring in a former Indiana Attorney General and Project 21 member, Curtis Hill. Curtis, we're having a discussion here about how, if there is more evidence that continues to come out, whether it's through the tax returns, whether it's the audio tapes, that shows that there's more than just smoke here when it comes to this pay-to-play scheme that is alleged to have yielded some $5 to $10 million for the Biden family. Is there a way to advance this when the DOJ looks like it's been sitting on it for 5 years?
Well, advance this is an interesting question. How about just start an investigation? Just get it going. It's amazing how there's an interest in a $130,000 non-disclosure agreement that's all over the place, but a $5 million bribery scheme involving the sitting United States president gets ignored. And to the question of states' engagement, you would have to find some nexus to the state, some action that occurred in the state. But the first step is getting information before the American public through transparency. We need to understand, is there sufficient information to launch an investigation? And hey, if there's not credible information or credible evidence, let us know that. But at this point in time, everybody's certainly imagining the worst, and the best thing that the Department of Justice could do is provide us with information to let us understand, is there something here to investigate?
Do you think, Curtis, that the FBI's report, the informant's report, should be made public, and any of this other information, whether it's from the tax returns or any of the bank documents, should be made public precisely for that reason? Because this may not necessarily see the inside of a courtroom unless you do that.
Enough of the information should be made public so that we can understand the heart of the matter. I'm always concerned about trying a case in the public, as it were. So I certainly support the idea of holding back key information that would spoil a prosecution or its credibility. But in the instance of transparency, it's imperative that the Department of Justice provide sufficient information to let the American public understand, is there something here? Sufficient information to let us know that this is a credible investigation or credible evidence or incredible evidence. As it stands now, we're just speculating and having our imaginations go wild. And with what we're hearing, it certainly sounds like an investigation is absolutely necessary.
It seems that they're in talks with one of Hunter Biden's business associates to provide congressional testimony about this exchange. But there's been a lot of conjecture about the Burisma executive and where he is, what happened to him, and the FBI informant. Are you concerned about the safety of these individuals and whether or not these individuals are whether or not they're going to be able to be accessed, these individuals, if this is going to continue?
Well, there's no way of knowing that because we don't have sufficient information before us to understand what's going on. We're hearing speculative information. There was some thought or some suggestion by one who testified that someone's life would be in danger. Certainly that should be or could be a concern, but we just don't have enough information. We need to understand if there's some audio tapes that are available, if they're credible. This needs to go into an investigation mode, and the media needs to do its job of putting pressure on the Department of Justice to release the information that's necessary for us to understand what's coming in a further investigation.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear, Gerard, that Congress needs to do more than just talk about this. They need to start coming forward with more appropriately redacted, but more detailed physical evidence that they can show the public. 15 seconds. I'll give you the last word.
We need hearings that actually bring these documents to the public attention, but also to address violations of Foreign Agency Registration Act and other things that the Biden family seems to have been engaged in. The more publicity on it, the more we can hope that the Justice Department would finally take this seriously.
All right, Curtis T. Hill, former Indiana Attorney General, and Gerard, please stick around. Thank you so much.